Whee! New shapes. Oh no, corporate music! No! No, Nintendo, no! Not the corporate safe music, no! Mario Kart's back. Mario Kart World, bro. Come on. Let's go!
Hello everyone, I'm Koichi Kawamoto, and I'll be one of your guides for today's Nintendo Direct. I'm the producer for Nintendo Switch 2.
I'm Takuhiro Dota, the director for Nintendo Switch 2.
And I'm Tetsuya Sasaki, the hardware design lead for Nintendo Switch 2.
What you just saw was Mario Kart World, launching exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2. Now, what do you think this brand new Mario Kart game will be like?
A brand new entry in the Mario Kart series is launching exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system.
That's one way to get people to buy shit.
This vast world. Kart races are held throughout various regions that span the globe. Depending on the time of day and weather conditions, the atmosphere will change.
Has a lot of racers.
Game, you can go off the racetrack and drive virtually everywhere in this world.
You know.
In the Classic Grand Prix, race through 4 courses in a bid for first place. But don't sleep at the wheel. You'll also drive to the next course as part of the competition. With 24 drivers in each race, The most in series history, the competition is gearing up. Introducing Knockout Tour. Race non-stop from one corner of the world to another. There are multiple checkpoints along the way. If you're below the placement shown when you hit a checkpoint, you'll be eliminated. Can you make it all the way to the finish line? You can also freely drive around this vast world in free roam. By going off-road, you can explore new areas and routes.
Dash.
So drive wherever your heart takes you.
Dash.
You can also go for scenic drives with friends. And even take photos together at different locations. A brand new race across the entire world starts here. Mario Kart World!
They did it again.
Launches on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2. More details about this title will be shared in an upcoming Mario Kart World Direct, so be on the lookout for more information in the future.
Mario Kart World launches on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2. We'll share more details in the future, so we hope you're looking forward to it.
Based.
Next, we'd like to introduce some of the new features of Nintendo Switch 2. These are the Joy-Con 2 controllers for Switch 2. And on the right Joy-Con 2, we've added a new C button. Let's take a look at some new experiences it offers.
Voice calls. It's a connect button.
Nix, I'm coming for you.
Introducing Game Chat, a new feature for Nintendo Switch 2.
Hey, what's up? Can you hear me? Hello?
I missed you. With this feature, you'll be able to communicate with friends and family while playing a game.
How long before that fucking gets disabled?
While using the Game Chat feature, your voice is recognized by a microphone built into the system.
Oh, okay. So you're still behind me, right? Alright, let's keep going. Okay.
It can pick up your speaking voice clearly, even from a distance.
Looks like they rounded and beveled the controller.
Alright, let's keep going. Let's make a left right here. Let's make a...
When it's noisy around you, your voice will still come through clearly, letting you chat with ease.
How did you get hit by a bow? Okay, nice.
It does look beautiful. It's okay.
And you can use this feature in handheld mode too, letting you easily chat with friends and family. If you open the chat menu and turn on game screen sharing,
Good job, good job. There we go, there we go.
you can also share your game screen.
Did you see someone just like go on top of that dinosaur?
Really?
They can do that?
Do it? You guys, I just did it. Oh, I want to do it too.
Oh, shoot. Oh. Ooh.
Oh, he's trying to eat me, he's trying to eat me.
Okay, I got it. I got it.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Okay. You can chat to your
Multiple
heart's content,
games even.
while playing different games.
It's so hard, right? It's tough.
Oh, wow.
Well, it's a wrap for the cozy gamers. They can't beat that now.
I'm falling. Okay, we got it. We're safe.
Kirby, look, you're a little star. It's so cute. So cute.
You can adjust the size of your game screen.
Guys, I'm lost. Like, where'd you go?
Or expand another friend's game screen.
You gotta get above that wall that's to your left. You're almost there. It's just like the wall. Like you should get past the wall.
This is where I have to do a little wall ride.
Okay,
so everyone can watch them play.
I think I know where you are. I think I know where you are. Wait. Okay, I think we have to try.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Let's take a picture here.
Okay, are you ready? Yay! Oh, yo, that's it.
I like your pose meets.
On the right Joy-Con 2 controller, there's an additional button. With the C button, you can pull up a chat menu.
Okay, really great. Wait, actually, guys, I got a call coming right now, so I'll be right back, yeah? Okay.
Here, you can quickly and easily mute yourself and more.
Oh
And
no,
there's
not a
this.
Switch 2 camera.
By connecting this camera to the system. Hey!
Hey, what's up?
Built-in streamer green screen? No, you must be lying. You must be lying to me. No way it's a built-in green
You
screen.
can appear on screen and video chat while playing a game. Here's
Now
how
this
it
is just
works.
corporate
Adjust
gamer
the
talk,
camera.
Foster. It could be a lot cringier.
Please look forward to games which use your camera feed like this. Hey.
No, wait. Go left. Left.
Using game chat. Even when you're apart, you can play games and hang out as if you were together in the same room. Play together or compete in online multiplayer games.
Though you have to understand and listen to me. If I can be able to sinisterly look Star in the eye, if we're able to buy a Switch 2, so she can see how fucked up I'm about to be when I knock her out in Mario Party, I will be a dead man, okay? You have to understand, I will be a dead man. I will be grinning in the camera every single time.
Game chat.
What did you think? In developing Game Chat, our goal was for you to enjoy playing online with others more closely, including family and friends. Almost as if you're all playing together in the same place. The camera you saw in the trailer is the Nintendo Switch 2 camera, which will be available on the same day as Switch 2.
It looks like they really cleaned up the,
A Nintendo
and there's
Switch
the
Online
NSO.
membership will
There's
be
the
required
NSO.
to use Game Chat.
It looks like they cleaned up the module of the dock and the built-in controller stick.
It will be available without a membership for a limited time.
Oh, they're gonna nickel and dime you the game chat over at Access period. Oh, okay.
Additionally, Game Chat supports the Nintendo Switch Parental Controls app, and different settings can be adjusted. For example, whether parental permission is always required when a child wants to use Game Chat to play with their friends.
We'd like to introduce another new experience you can share with family and friends.
Is it toxicity?
On Nintendo Switch, even if you just have one game, you can pass a Joy-Con controller to a friend and play together. But on Nintendo Switch 2, you can play together locally on multiple systems using just one game, with Game Share. As shown
Finally,
here, even
true
games
couch
that
co-op.
require multiple screens can be played if one person owns a compatible game. With Game Share, you can temporarily share compatible games with others who also have Nintendo Switch 2 or a Nintendo Switch system.
We finally did it. We achieved the gameplay that we were able to
Share also
back the
supports
day with
online
a game
play
port.
with other Switch 2 systems, and you can use it with friends via Game Chat, which we showed earlier. Game Share can only be used with compatible games. This feature is planned for several titles, starting with a free update
Yes,
of
fine.
Clubhouse Games 51 Worldwide Classics on Nintendo Switch.
Eating and drinking coffee.
Game Share support is also planned for select games exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2, so we hope you'll look forward to it.
And it doesn't
Up
require
next.
NSO?
We'd like to show you the Nintendo Switch 2 system itself.
Please take a look.
You got a bigger screen, but you still have the
At
same thickness.
7.9 inches, Switch 2 has a bigger built-in screen. Here's how that compares to Nintendo Switch. The system's thickness remains the same. With approximately double the pixels compared to Switch, you can enjoy games in greater detail on the 1080p screen.
$120
The screen supports
FPS.
up to 120 frames per second, allowing for smoother gameplay in supported titles.
Yeah, it's not really that much of a feature, but somebody's going to be happy about that.
The LCD screen is more vivid and supports HDR, providing more contrast between light and dark areas of the images.
But does it get scratched easily?
The all-new Joy-Con 2 controllers connect magnetically. Strong magnets keep the controllers firmly attached to the system. Detach your controller easily by pressing the release button on the back.
Interesting. For all those people who somehow break your controllers.
The SL and SR buttons are bigger for greater comfort and control when playing with the Joy-Con 2 held horizontally.
Ergonomic design.
The left and right sticks are now larger.
Which means they'll probably get less shit stuck in their fucking bottoms.
Each Joy-Con 2 controller can be used as a mouse to play with compatible games.
That's
Both the left and right
crazy.
Joy-Con 2 support mouse controls.
That's crazy.
By adjusting the audio balance between the ranges, sounds from the built-in speakers are clearer and more natural in handheld and tabletop modes. It has a built-in microphone, so you can voice chat with friends anytime via game chat. It also uses noise-canceling technology to filter sounds, so your voice will come through clearly. Even if you don't have a surround sound system, games can be enjoyed with more immersive, three-dimensional sound, as if it were coming from all around you.
Certainly this is going to get used in the next Zelda franchise game.
Place your Nintendo Switch 2 however you like with a large, sturdy stand. You can move it freely, like this.
Interesting.
In addition to the USB-C port found on the bottom of the system, there's one on top as well.
Eiffel Towering for your game console.
It's handy for connecting a USB-C camera or charging in tabletop mode.
Based. Now, if only this means you can also be able to stream with it without it even being on a deck.
56 gigabytes of internal storage.
That's
8
good.
times that of Nintendo Switch.
That's just
For
good.
storing your game downloads, save data, and more.
That means that you won't need to
Reading and
have
writing data
additional
is also
data
faster.
storage, which is good.
Use the Nintendo Switch 2 dock to connect to your TV and enable up to 4K resolution for compatible games.
Very nice.
HDR is also supported in TV mode.
Very nice. But do you need to have it on the base in order to stream with it?
The Nintendo Switch 2 dock has a built-in fan that keeps your system cool. This helps keep performance stable.
Well, that's nice. Backwards compatible.
On Nintendo Switch 2, you can play Nintendo Switch 2 games, as well as compatible Nintendo Switch games. Physical and digital games are supported.
Based. So at the very least, you can just be able to buy a Nintendo Switch 2 and just be cool from there. And then, assuming that it doesn't require an entirely new brand of video card, it should just be compatible with anyone's regular, already put up together setup.
As you just saw, Nintendo Switch 2 isn't simply an improved Nintendo Switch. We redesigned the system from the ground up and packed in lots of new gameplay features. And to help players better understand the Switch 2 hardware, we're currently developing this game. Mr. Kawamoto!
Hello. My current location is actually inside the game itself. This is Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour, exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2. I'm standing over here. Okay, everyone, join me inside the game. There are a lot of question mark icons here. Let's examine them. This sign reads, "Where are the magnets?" The Joy-Con 2 controllers attach to the system with magnets. And those magnets are inside the system. The SL and SR buttons on the Joy-Con 2 are made of metal, so that's how they attach to the system. A magnetic circuit is formed between them, so they won't easily detach. Through examining signs like these, you can discover all sorts of secrets about Nintendo Switch 2. Another example, the Joy-Con 2 controllers have mouse controls. And when combined with the gyroscopes, you can even do something like this. You can adjust the position of the golf club and aim for the cup by rotating the Joy-Con 2. By combining the mouse controls and gyroscopes, things like this are possible. There are secrets to discover, even as you're playing mini-games and tech demos.
Interesting.
Some
They
of the
made
secrets
an
range from
Ape
the
Escape
unique features of the system
Zero
to tiny
Space
details
X
you might not notice until they're
explanation
pointed
as a video game to show off the tools of the
out.
game
Nintendo
system.
Switch 2 Welcome Tour will launch as a paid
In
digital game on the
fucking
same day
genius.
as Nintendo Switch 2. So please check it out if you're interested.
In fucking genius.
Now, I'd like to share some more information regarding Nintendo
Are they getting a
Switch
proper
2.
home menu again? I don't know.
This is the game card for Nintendo Switch 2 titles.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same shape as Nintendo Switch game cards,
Mm-hmm.
but it's now red, and it has much faster data reading speeds.
Mm-hmm.
Next up is additional storage. Switch 2 will only work with micro SD express cards.
Okay.
There are
Samsung and
different types
SanDisk
of
are making a
SD
big ass
cards
deal
that
on
will
this.
make high-speed data transfers possible.
So you're gonna have to buy new. You'll have to
Please
buy new
note,
data cards.
The regular micro SD cards used for Nintendo Switch will not be compatible.
Yeah. So you have to buy new SD cards.
Additionally,
That sucks.
to transfer data from Switch to Switch 2, you can log into your Nintendo account to use the System Transfer feature. With this feature,
You have to
can
use
transfer
Club
save
Nintendo.
data, digital
Damn.
games, and more. We're also releasing a new Pro Controller.
And another Pro Controller.
It has
with
a
the C button.
which launches Game Chat, and on the back there are new GL and GR buttons, which you can use to assign existing button controls.
So a little bit extra
In
button
addition,
jacks
an
and audio jacks.
has been added. We've introduced a few new features, and after today's presentation, the official Nintendo Switch 2 website will go live. There
Base.
will also be an Ask the Developer article on the website, where the three of us will talk about the development of Nintendo Switch 2. We hope you'll check that out as well.
And now, the Nintendo Switch 2 launch date. Nintendo Switch 2 launches on June 5th.
That's not a lot of time.
We're very much looking forward to the day when you all get to experience it, so please wait just a bit longer.
They're basically asking you just to wait a month and 3 days. Crazy.
Now, broadly speaking, on Nintendo Switch 2, you can play 3 types of games. The first type is Nintendo Switch 2 games.
Uh-huh.
These games take advantage of the performance and features of Switch 2. The second type is compatible games that were released on Nintendo Switch.
Uh-huh.
Nintendo Switch 2 edition games are the third type. Some games that were released on Switch will receive upgraded versions that offer things like improved visuals, unique ways to play on Switch 2, and more. Now, I'd like to show you the Nintendo Switch 2 edition of Super Mario Party Jamboree. Please take a look.
This sounds like a way to get a version for the game that can have additional upgrades that they're using as a
Super Mario
DLC
Party
extension,
Jamboree is getting an upgrade on Nintendo Switch 2.
which is crazy.
The upgrade expands on the base game and adds new features, including mouse controls,
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Right now. Exactly.
audio recognition, more expressive rumble, and gameplay that uses a camera accessory, all of which can be accessed on Switch 2.
So it's just like
Let's
the
check
era
out
of
3
Mario
new
Party
and
for
updated modes.
Nintendo GameCube. When they added that
First
stupid
up
ass
is
microphone.
Mario Party mode.
Yeah.
With a single camera, up to 4 players can join the festivities. You'll be able to see each other's faces as you play, so you can experience
Exactly
all
what the fuck I'm gonna do to
reactions
start.
and
Yes,
emotions in
exactly
real
what the
time.
fuck I'm gonna do to start.
Or 4 friends can take the party online.
It's actually Kino. They've designed an actual system to try and have
Up
fun.
next, it's Bowser Live, a mode where the livelier team wins. Bowser will bring you on stage 2. Hit blocks to collect the most coins. Guide an RC car with your voice. Go! compete in other mini-games using full body movement and sound.
WarioWare inside of
Take
Mario
a ride on the
Kart?
mouse controlled
Which is
part
inside of
the
Mario
coaster.
Party?
With the safety bar lowered and secured, you're off.
And it uses the Mario Party
Use
Wonder
mouse controls to
flowers.
shoot down enemies while you feel the bumps and rumbles of the coaster. When you enter a pipe, a mini-game will begin. There's a bouldering game where 2 players each control an arm, and one where you shake a can of spray paint and quickly tag objects. Enjoy the thrill of these intuitive mini-games. How quickly can you reach the station? From mini-games that use a camera, the built-in microphone, mouse controls, and rumble, the biggest party yet is getting even bigger. Super Mario Party Jamboree, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, plus Jamboree TV launches on Nintendo Switch 2, July 24th.
Yeah, that's a fair amount of time to give people time to get adjusted to the
Nintendo
system.
Switch 2 players who already own Super Mario Party Jamboree can
And you gotta buy
upgrade
the
to
updated-
Nintendo
you
Switch
gotta
2
buy an
Edition
upgrade card from the
plus
store.
Jamboree TV by purchasing an upgrade pack.
Please look forward to a new Mario Party experience where you can see each other's reactions.
I
while
think
playing.
that's okay.
Let's continue presenting some more Nintendo Switch 2 Edition games.
An update for Breath of the Wild.
Nintendo Switch 2 editions of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom feature enhanced resolution and frame
They're
rates,
basically finally entering into the exact same market
HDR, which
that
makes
exists
the
for
games more
Xbox
vibrant,
and Sony.
so you can play
So they are gonna sell you
high-definition graphics.
updated versions of the games. They finally, they finally became The Last of Us Parts 1 and 2.
This
That's
new
so
feature
funny.
can be accessed via the Nintendo Switch app on smart devices. It's a game-specific service that's exclusive to the Switch 2 editions of these titles. For example, it can help guide you to various locations, like shrines and Koroks you haven't found yet.
Guidance activating. Proceed north.
They gave you a GPS for hidden secrets?
Or you can share your creations using QR codes and send them to another player to create in their game.
And then your builder friends helping you create shit inside of your game. Now, for Tears of the Kingdom, that's actually perfect.
We hope these features will make your adventures even more enjoyable.
If anything, it made your phone into a companion app. And it made it so that you can be able to have fun at your leisure
In
with a
Kirby and
note-taking
the
system.
Forgotten Land, you'll be able to enjoy an additional story exclusive to the Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
And
along with
here's the
improved
exclusivity
graphics
push.
and frame rates. This story takes place in the Forgotten Land after being struck by a powerful meteor that's causing some mysterious changes. We hope you're looking forward to Kirby's new adventure. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond will have both a Nintendo Switch and a Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
But what's in the 2 edition?
In addition to standard controls, you can use mouse controls for intuitive gameplay on Switch 2.
Close enough! Welcome back! Joy-Con plus 2!
Explore the immersive world in 4K at 60 frames per second.
Wii
Enjoy
Motion
smooth
Plus,
action in
Jesus
full
Christ.
HD at 120 frames per second.
And then a promoted
Choose
with
from these
modes.
two modes, both of which support HDR, based on your preference and playstyle.
So they're gonna use Metroid Prime and all of these other titles as a,
Pokemon Legends
As a performance
Xenoverse,
test.
which is scheduled to launch later this year.
It's
will not
just
only
like
receive a
PlayStation 2.
Nintendo Switch version, but a Nintendo Switch 2 edition as well. By taking advantage of the power of Switch 2, you can enjoy your adventure in Lumio City with enhanced resolution and frame rates. The Nintendo Switch 2 edition
There's at least
games
6
we just
games
saw
that have
will
the
be
2
available
editions.
as both physical and digital versions.
Oh, they're not fucking you on physical and digital copies.
If you already own the Nintendo Switch version of a game, you can play the Nintendo Switch 2 edition by purchasing an upgrade pack.
And they're still selling
We
you the
hope you're
DLC
looking
form
forward
of
to
it.
these Nintendo Switch 2 edition games.
So for people who don't already own them, it benefits you to
Next,
just buy the
I'd like to
Nintendo
introduce
Switch
a
2
brand new game
and then
featuring
get the
mouse
update.
controls with the Joy-Con 2
Since
controllers.
basically these are new games entirely, with
Please take a
completely
look.
new features. I want to make a series of disabled jokes. I want to make a series of disabled jokes. Rocket League, eat your heart out. We've got drag and drive. Cripples playing non-stop basketball. This might actually be a fun game. This might actually be a fun game that can actually compete with fucking Rocket League. This unironically might be a game changer. Oh no! You can break somebody's fucking ankles! No! No! This is about— oh no! They let you dunk! No! No! The black people are buying this! The black people are about to buy this! It's about to be competitive! Holy shit! The niggas are coming.
In Drag and Drive, you'll use both Joy-Con 2 controllers as mice to intuitively pull off various moves.
You're gonna need a Surface put it on, so you're not gonna be able to play this freely. Unless you can do it on your knees? Like,
Next, here are some games from our
on your
publishing and
knees?
development partners coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
I have long observed the lands between.
ah.
This world is in dire
Bot Rex fucking hit you with a goddamn thing because you were using too many capitals. That's fucked up. Hold on.
the rays of grace that guide you through your burden.
So we've got Elden Ring Night Rain, of course, coming to the Switch.
I have no doubt you will become Elden Ring Lord. May you take the throne.
Tarnished Edition. What's in the Tarnished Edition?
Hey, I'm Greg Kasavin from Supergiant Games. Here to say that Hades 2 is coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
And we saw that coming.
The first ever sequel introduces the Princess of the Dead, an immortal witch out to vanquish the sinister Titan of Time. We'll battle beyond the underworld to the ends of the earth, getting to know dozens of characters from Greek myth in a story that reacts to your every setback and victory. It's the kind of game you can quickly pick up and play whether you're experienced with the original or not. Look for more about Hades 2 later this year.
皆さんこんにちは。カプコンの中山です。我々がお届けするタイトルは
Of course, they're bringing Street Fighter 6.
本体を持ち
And they're gonna use online wireless.
任天堂スイッチ2だけの新モードもあります。ソフトは通常版の他に総勢
Year 1 and 2 Fighter the pack for the 26 playable characters.
の2バージョン。さらにゲームと連動する
And amiibo figures.
スイッチ2の発売日にお届けします。お楽しみに。
They never miss an opportunity to have merchandise.
Initiating arsenal boot sequence. Weapon safety mechanism confirmed. All operate at normal levels. Testing data link with Spine. Normal. Commencing launch.
After 2 long wars where our freedom was restricted, we will finally be liberated from humans.
I'm in need of a new arsenal, new equipment, and money. I'm for sale, and you're buying.
Rebels! Thanks for the warm welcome!
Anime voice acting.
This planet will be ours.
The Sovereign Axiom, the Trinitas, has almost completed a weapon that was created to destroy all humanity.
No! Because we're in the middle of a war. Don't you get it?
I won't just stop you. I'll tear you apart! All children.
Daemon Ex Machina Titanic Scion.
Don't they
Made by Marvelous.
Hey, this is Joseph Forrest from Hazelight. I'm super excited for Split Fiction to come to Nintendo Switch 2.
I wonder how that's gonna work.
The game is a story about friendship. You play as Mio, who writes sci-fi, and Zoe, who writes fantasy. Together, they get trapped in their own stories, and it's up to you and a friend to help them break free. Now, let me tell you this, if you like It Takes Two, you're gonna love this one, trust me. And of course, you'll be able to play Split Fiction on the day Switch 2 launches.
Okay, based. Some people don't miss out on the AAA titles if there are people who care about that.
Both on the pitch and on the gridiron. We're excited to announce that EA Sports FC will be coming to Nintendo Switch 2. Madden NFL will also be arriving on the Nintendo platform.
This one is strictly for the niggas. This is strictly for the niggas. Only for the niggas.
Hi, I'm Alan Tu from Avalanche Software.
Hogwarts
We are
Legacy,
bringing
of course.
Hogwarts Legacy to Nintendo Switch 2. With enhanced graphics and seamless world transitions, you'll be immersed in the Wizarding world like never before. And the new mouse controls on Switch 2 give you even more ways to experience the adventure. Discover the enhanced magic when Hogwarts Legacy launches on the same day as Switch 2.
Mm-hmm. And of course, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4. Hopefully they're cooking with this. The children yearn for the Neversoft. Introducing Nora Vasconcelos. Probably the first time in a very long while that they ever had a female skater. But where's SSX?
Hello, this is Christian Elvedon.
Y'all can give us a new skateboarding game, but you can't give us a new snowboarding game?
We are bringing our flagship title, Hitman World of Assassination, to Nintendo Switch 2. As the best assassin in the trade, Agent
John Wick 7, John Wick simulator.
And how each mission progresses will vary depending on the player's imagination. Our ever-expanding game will release on the same day as Switch 2. Plus, we are excited to bring another familiar agent to the platform.
.007? Yep, 007. And it's a classical Ian Fleming opening.
James Bond. The world's favorite spy is coming to Nintendo Switch 2, so stay tuned.
Now, they could easily give us another as a sex using different music. It's just a question of them actually finding people who want to make music for it.
It's reborn. Bravely Default returns, remastered in high definition.
For a Nintendo Switch 2, of course.
Featuring the Brave and Default commands that help you control the flow of turn-based battles. Change and customize jobs to build out your very own
And sped up battle speed, so they're giving an enhanced edition with a completely remade UI.
And enhancements. And all new minigames with unique ways to play. Square Enix presents the classic fantasy RPG, Bravely Default Flying Fairy HD Remaster. Set foot in Luxembourg as a warrior of light once more.
セガ龍が如くスタジオ代表の横山です。
Yakuza.
我々がお送りするタイトルは龍が如くゼロ誓いの場所ディレクターズカットです。1988年東京と大阪2つの歓楽街を舞台に土地を巡る争奪戦が勃発。伝説の始まりを追加シーンとともにお楽しみください。発売日は Nintendo Switch 2の発売と同じ日です。今後のシリーズ展開にもぜひご期待ください。
We'll have more games to show from our publishing and development partners, but for now, we'd like to show a game being developed in collaboration with Nintendo. Please take a look.
Let me guess, AAA or AA Industry? Koei Tecmo. AAA Game Studio. Sequel to...
who descended from the heavens.
No,
joined
must be.
hands
This must be
with
DLC.
titans
This must be
who dwelled
DLC.
on the surface. Their union led to a great and prosperous kingdom. But in time, a terrible evil arose. A war was fought to vanquish this evil, one which future generations would call the Imprisoning War.
Perhaps you truly have traveled back in time.
So that's Hyrule Castle?
The story leading into Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
Really is the past.
Yep, this is definitely Hyrule Warriors. Is it going to be treated like Hyrule Warriors 2, or is it going to be treated like another installment of the franchise? So it's being treated as a new installment. So it's going to be treated as Age of Imprisonment. I'm not against it. It's coming in winter too, which means this is going to be a long development cycle.
That was Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. It's being developed by Koei Tecmo Games with support from Nintendo. We hope you're looking forward to the untold story of the Imprisoning War, which took place in Hyrule long ago.
Does this technically count as a Zelda-led video game?
Nintendo Switch Online. You can continue to enjoy Nintendo Switch Online on Switch 2. And with Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack, you can enjoy a new membership benefit exclusively on Switch 2. Please take a look.
They're just literally telling you, buy a Switch 2. We are begging you, please buy a Switch 2. Ah! GameCube emulation! Oh, now we're talking. I'm not gonna use it. I'm gonna continue pirating my video games. Thank you. But hey,
exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2. Nintendo
it's only $20 a year.
Released in 2001. Here are the titles that will be available at launch.
So, Wind Waker, the original version of Wind Waker, Custom Robo, that and Kaitos, 1 and 2,
on an adventure across the Great Sea. The Legend of Zelda,
and also all of the Pokemon titles.
Transcending history and the world.
Soul Calibur 2 is also acceptable. But make it the edition that's not just Link, but also make it Link and Heihachi and the other guy.
Each fighter comes equipped with a different weapon, and Link from the Legend of Zelda series enters the fray. Soul Calibur 2.
F-Zero
Experience
GX.
a world of white knuckle racing at speeds over 2,000 kilometers per hour. 30 machines will put it all on the line in death-defying races. Featuring the series' first machine customization and story mode, get ready to experience F-Zero GX. In games that support multiplayer, up to 4 can play together locally or online. Enjoy these classic games with clearer image quality and higher resolution than the original releases.
But here's my question. Do those games still have the original features that they come with? So in Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, if you also include that inside of that game, is it going to have that tie-in? So yeah, they're adding Fire Emblem, XD, Smashers, Luigi's Mansion, Coliseum. In those games that had things like the plugin for the Nintendo Game Boy SP and other things like that, for those ports, do they still have functionality like that in the game?
A dedicated controller designed after the original GameCube controller will also be released. It can connect wirelessly and also
they're going Wavebird. They're going Wavebird. Never again will you need to worry about having a controller. They're going Wavebird. This is for the niggas. This is for the niggas. This is for the niggas. This is for the niggas.
Whether you're familiar with the games or haven't played them before, we hope you're looking forward to Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Classics.
Now, the problem is, whatever they have on opening is going to be interesting.
Shown here on Nintendo Switch 2.
They even have Genesis.
Okay,
Jesus.
Let's see some more games from our publishing and development partners.
The amount of things that they have potentially working out here is interesting. Deltarune, chapters 1 through 4. Based. That's one way to get people addicted. Undertale's parallel story. So not just selling people on possibly also getting that on there too, but this as well. We're going to be getting an entirely new, annoying generation of people. Toby Fox. Oh, God. And it's on launch day, too.
Hi, I'm
Oh, shut your bitch ass up, Randy Pitchford.
Our upcoming flagship Borderlands game will launch on Nintendo Switch 2.
At least he's not stupid.
Borderlands is back. Loot and shoot your way through a world filled with wild enemies and outrageous weapons.
So multi-platform, who cared?
And it's already the most ambitious Borderlands game we've ever made. Borderlands 4 will launch in 2025. We'll be sharing a lot of the game in the months ahead, and there's more from 2K on the way.
And for Axis is here, probably with Civilization 7.
We're releasing a Nintendo Switch 2 edition of Sid Meier's Civilization 7. In Civ 7, you'll establish an empire and guide your people throughout the ages of history. With the new mouse,
It looks like they're not going the way that they did with the Xbox 360. They're actually going to put out at least a functional port that doesn't look or feel like the ones that'll play on the other ones, but it'll be okay.
You can experience mouse controls on Switch 2 by purchasing the upgrade.
Do you really need to have mouse controls for that, bro?
Hi, I'm Lionel James. And I'm Ben Bishop. A final announcement.
Why do you look like you're a lesbian?
It's coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
And of course, 2K series. This is expected. Once again, this is for the niggas. Explicitly for the niggas. Well, the niggas and also, horror.
They went armed with nothing but youthful enthusiasm and a profound lack of preparation. Boom! Terrible at steering a roll. Let's slay some tricks. Awesome! You nailed it!
Something's happened to the stream bot.
Let's slay some tricks.
Something happened to the video feed when it got to this moment.
Awesome! You nailed it! Hook, line, and sinker. Tastes amazing, doesn't it? Really have started to master this survival thing. Next stop, the top.
Yes, this is on Nintendo.
Nicely done. Well,
It's on Nintendo's side. It's not something happening to my stream.
this time,
What's the name for the gun?
So whatever happened here, it just fucked up on the recording. I can't tell if there's people reacting to it in the chat because the chat side is disabled for this live stream off of Nintendo of America. Let me see if I reset the page if it fixes itself. No, the video is stuck. Okay, now their chat is enabled. Yeah, the chat is also complaining that the video feed froze. Unfortunate. That's a horrible thing to have happen on that. But okay, while they're fixing this shit, if they do fix it, because it's 100% frozen, we can only hear what's being said. The thing that I'm most happy with so far is every single thing that they're setting up, they're making it very clear. You can still have a Nintendo Switch, but please buy a Nintendo Switch 2. Please buy a Nintendo Switch 2. Please buy the game. Please support the game. We will even release new updates and new features to go along with this tool to integrate this into your life. But for God Almighty, please buy a Nintendo Switch 2. And remember what I said on that Direct. They never were releasing things within the fucking fiscal quarter that made it so that you were interested in playing. Not a single game announced is outside of the track of the goddamn fiscal quarter. They're setting it up to be released within a month and 3 days. Within the time period of that fiscal quarter, almost all of these games are released on date on the same time that the game launches, or rather the same time the console launches. So when the console launch happens, most of these games are on release date. Then you have updates to for games that you already own that you can buy at the same time. Then at the same time that you're at the store to get your peripherals for the Nintendo Switch 2 Pro controller and for the GameCube controller, which is basically a Wavebird controller. No strings on me, bitch! Well, it's probably going to be expensive as fuck if it doesn't have a controller port charge system. You're not worrying about getting your material. Certainly there will be scalper problems. That's to be seen, both for the consoles and for the peripherals, and maybe even for a bunch of other stuff. But the ability for you to get updates to the game, you're going to be buying them through game cards in your stores, whether it be physical or digital. I would suggest that you get a physical thing for it. And of course, you can still get your physical copies too. But remember, you also can have the digital version of the game, as well as a physical copy, and pass them between your consoles. Plus, since it has backwards compatibility, and plus that backwards compatibility, assuming that it's only going to be necessary when you need to reload the game or unload it, it's virtually unloading it along the system and then passing it to another console in that system, more than likely, streaming is going to be much simpler and much easier. Then at the same time, passing that with other shit is going to be even more simplistic on top of it. Hopefully, they are affordable. And for the people who care about emulation inside of NSO, you finally get to experience something that you would otherwise be able to experience by just using a emulated product. So they're finally understanding that they need to support the official releases of their own console work to get people to stop pirating, at the very least. But who knows what that will entail for their opening titles. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and the kitchen real quick, and I'll come back and we'll see if they fix the VOD on the play side. So just hold your horses. Eating 5 o'clock in Shanghai. Ah! Alright. Did they fix this? No, they did not. Looks like they chose to rewind it back to the point before it's froze. So I guess we're back on track there. Alright, continuing.
Cyberpunk 2077 is an open-world action
Oh no.
adventure
The audio is desync. Oh no!
RPG set in Night City. Engaging stories when Cyberpunk
So-
2077 Ultimate Edition
That's gonna be
comes to
interesting.
Nintendo Switch 2 on launch day.
こんにちは。スクエアエニックスの山口です。
This is bad. Somebody's getting that ass chewed out back at fucking Nintendo of America. Holy shit. Survival Kids, another game that's available on launch day.
3部作シリーズの
Oh look, it's our guys from Godzilla Entertainment.
以上の時を経て
Are they selling an ultimate version of Enter the Gungeon and Exit the Gungeon?
体験いただきます。スイッチ2で展開する FF7 リメイクシリーズにぜひご期待ください。
Apparently no. No idea what that thing was about. And then it looks like they're doing FF7 Rebirth for the Nintendo Switch 2 as well. Let's see here. Kunetsugami, Path of the Goddess is coming. Same day as Switch 2. Hollow Knight Silk Song is coming in 2025, but we all know this game's not coming out anytime fucking soon. Replete of the Story of Season Harvest Moon coming out in August. Goodnight Universe coming in 2025. 2 Point Museum, also 2025. Wild Heart Cash on July 25, 2025. Witchbrook is holiday 2005. Puyo Puyo Tetris 2S, same day. Rune Factory, Guardians of the Tsushima, same day. Marvel Comic Invasion, holiday 25. Star Wars Outlaws 2025. There are a lot more games that are same day release than they are having to be waited for. So Nova Nuga's Ambition, same day. Fast Fusion, same day. Shadow Labyrinth, July 18th. They're within the same month. Rido, June 19th. No Sleep, July 25. Reanimal, to 2025, which means probably fiscal quarter 3 or 4. Fortnite, same day. RK2 Archives Ridge Racer, same day. Preservating in the New World of Steam, 2025. Tamagotchi Plaza, June 27th. Human Fall Flat 2. Doesn't seem to be coming soon whatsoever because they didn't put a date. I'm seeing a lot more same days, and I'm not seeing anything that if they say a date, they didn't give you a date if it's not happening in June or July.
We've shown a lot of games so far. The next game will be the last from our publishing and development partners. Please take a look.
What do we got here?
I give you my blood. I give you my life. Turn away and transport him to a night of moonlight with humanity's very dust.
What am I looking at? Oh Lord, From Software. Please tell me that this is not a sequel or a remake of Bloodstained. Or excuse me, not Bloodstained, Bloodborne. Somebody's got jetpacks and shit. Majora's Mask reference. He's jumping and he's flying. He's a vampire and he's eating. Damn, Battletoads is different.
Close your eyes and contemplate now the moon, as befits the soon to depart.
You got guns and shit?
Carrier of blood.
Damn, Bloody Roar is looking different.
Tears will flow for one, and one alone.
The Duskbloods. Nintendo Switch 2 from Software. Vampire Dark Souls. It seems to be. With a little bit of Bloodborne. $2026. Available only on Nintendo Switch 2. An actual console
What you
exclusive.
just saw was a brand new game by From Software. We'll be publishing a creator's voice article where the game's director, Hidetaka Miyazaki, will share more details about the game. So please check it out when it's available.
Officially published on April 4th. At the very least, they tell you when that information about it's going to be
As
out.
well as our publishing and development partners,
That's based.
who prepared footage for this presentation. In addition to what you saw today, our partners are working on many games coming to Nintendo Switch 2. We'll showcase more games in the future, so we hope you're looking forward to it.
Based.
Next, please take a look at this.
I see star. Is this a Kirby game? This is indeed a Kirby game. When did a warp star get a warp drive, bro? Lovely music. Racing game? No, those are Kirby characters. Kirby Air Ride. 2 Riders. Based. Hello, Sakurai. You're back home! You're back home, Sakurai! You're free! Free! You're free from Smash! You can go back to making Kirby now!
Which originally released on the Nintendo GameCube system over 20 years ago, is getting a brand new game. We hope you're looking forward to Kirby Air Riders, directed by Masahiro Sakurai. Next is our last trailer for today. Please take a look.
Okay, last trailer. What is it? Can I move, Crystal? With eyes? Yes, it is. I feel like I want to make a prediction and say it's something like Pikmin, but I don't think it is. Donkey Kong? An open world of Donkey Kong? So, you made Super Mario Odyssey for Donkey Kong? Whoever made the music, they came directly from Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. I'm loving the animations, though. They made a remix for Oh Banana, and it didn't involve black people. Finally. I'm loving the expressive face of Donkey Kong. Oh no, not a black monkey! Donkey Kong Bonanza. Based. And it's coming inside of July.
That was a brand new 3D platforming action game starring Donkey Kong, called Donkey Kong Bonanza. With incredible strength, smash through enemies, walls, the ground, and just about everything as you demolish your way through a massive underground world. More details will be shared in the future. We hope you're looking forward to it.
Thank you for watching.
That's a good thing that's a good thing to end on. It would have been a lot cooler if it was same day, but you know what? That's okay.
Nintendo Switch 2.
It drops on June 5th. Almost all of the game titles that are not already predicted are dropping within the fiscal quarter 3. Which means they're dropping in June and July. You've got so many games on first day. Beat that, fucking Sony!
For more details, please check the official Nintendo Switch 2 website.
Of course, the price is the thing you have to worry about.
Later today.
We've covered a lot of information, but that's all we have to share for today.
The only thing that was a problem was the fuck up of the direct stream, but you know what? That's okay. That's fine. It's not that big a deal. It's not that big a problem.
Nintendo Switch 2. We appreciate you joining us today. Thank you very much.
Based. Gigajuiced, based. Gigajuiced, based. Gigajuiced, based. So, there's a Treehouse live stream at April 3rd and 4th at 10 a.m. EST. So is it coming up right now? No? Okay. So, based on what we know, Nintendo Switch 2, multiple games dropping same day as console launch. Buy them at the store the same day you buy your console. If you have a Nintendo Switch, you're updating to a Nintendo Switch 2. There's literally no reason for you not to, if you can afford it. Even if you still have games that are on the Nintendo Switch console, if you choose to buy a Nintendo Switch version, you are incentivized to buy the upgrade pack to play the Nintendo Switch 2 upgrades, especially if you are playing them just to experience the single-player gameplay. And if you're also playing online, you are incentivized to buy one, especially to go alongside your NSO, which also comes with an upgrade pack to give you access to the emulator system, which comes with games that are actually interesting for you to play. So it's not just a single-player machine, and it's not just a multiplayer bait machine to sell you on Animal Crossing. It also has other titles as well. And it incentivizes your ability to play them by still giving you access to multi-platform titles that are AAA, AA, and Indie. It has so many things that are getting you to play it the same day. Honestly, the biggest sell there was Deltarune Chapters 1 through 4. And it's bundled with the new Mario Kart. Whether or not you want to go with the angle of saying it has all the games where Sony has no games, this is what you should have expected from a Nintendo launch, and this is what you should have been able to expect from a competitor's launch. So the fact that PlayStation 5 launched with basically no game titles, and the fact that they are now getting into the Last of Us remastered loop, they at least are giving you tools, and they're giving you a system and tie-in features to encourage you to get those consoles, to get that console release. I would say that, if anything, this gave you an opportunity to see that they not only innovated and probably changed a lot of the design features that made a lot of the pain points about the old system better, but also are giving you the ability to try to play the games differently in a design where they're able to achieve what they wanted to do back when they were working on the Wii, with things like the Joy-Con Plus system integrated into the gyroscopes. So they're taking all of the lessons of the handhelds, they're taking all of the lessons of the consoles, they're taking all of the lessons of their plug-in peripherals, and they are tying them directly into the gameplay as a way to get you to play. You don't have to use them, of course, but they're there. And then, just to simply shut the fucking people up who are going to be worried about the hardware statistics, about the firmware, they're giving you 4 HD, they're giving you double the goddamn FPS, they're giving you all the update materials so you can be able to play competitively compared to the native graphics of what's already there. They covered all of the bases. All of them. And then, for all the people who are waiting for other games to come out, you probably only have to wait up to 2 months total. If you don't wait for it until all of them are out, and you're not going to play them all the same day, but you want to access them, 2 months total. 2 months total wait time. And within that time period, multiple games for you to play, where you will not run out of content. Where you can probably combo one game's title into the next content title. It's backwards compatible, which means you can still buy Nintendo Switch games and play them. You can buy virtual, you can buy digital. If you're going to be playing only one game at a time and playing through them, then you can be able to download those virtual titles, as we learned in the last one, hold them in your system, and continue playing them, and then only need to connect to the internet where you want to unload them and load in another one. So, if you have a cell phone that has the ability to make a mobile hotspot, you can be able to make a mobile hotspot with your cell phone data, plug, drop, play, switch on the go, and keep it fucking pushing. And hopefully, they'll have solved the fucking heating issue that consoles like mine has. And the only thing you have to worry about, if you're a streamer, is you just buy that title. And then you can play all of the Nintendo Switch titles that you already own on the system natively. Now, more than likely, it's probably going to be like something like maybe $400 to $500. It'd be fair if it was something closer to $300. I doubt it's going to be closer to $200. So for people who have disposable income, that's super, because I'm not going to be able to get one. Not anytime soon. I have to use money on other things that are important. One day, but not today. Maybe like a gift for my birthday or something. I don't fucking know. I'm not worried about it. But this is big, huge, enormous. And because they didn't fuck up the game launch, they have multiple desirable titles. Multiple desirable titles that make them perfect for the system. And of course, Super Mario Odyssey, but it's Donkey Kong. is probably the showstopper. I would have said make that first day launch. But you know what? That's okay. And of course, since Smash is just pretty much done and dusted, if they do choose to make a relaunch update for Nintendo Switch Smash, you now have access to a Nintendo Switch GameCube controller. For all of you that are playing that game nonstop with all the DLC and shit. Because the thing to remember is that this is just an update and an expansion material. So more than likely, outside of all those other games that they're probably going to suggest for you to use the GameCube on, because they said it's for the emulator. But let's be fucking honest, that shit was designed for the fucking that was designed for Ultimate. Let's be honest, a wireless GameCube controller that now has the built-in C button for game chat, that shit was designed for you to be able to shit on your friends as they're trying to play against you in Smash. Let's be serious. Let's be serious. They didn't say it explicitly, but they said it. Kino. A number one for effort. Even though the live stream fucked up, I'm not going to hold that against Nintendo for the Direct. This is a 10 out of 10 showing. This is a 10 out of 10 showing. What I find impressive is that for the movie games, like Split Fiction, they were able to actually give you a worthwhile performance, where each game slid into the next. Even though the most obnoxious one, Randy Pitchford, was there, they made it clear. They didn't just say, here is our game and it's coming out at this date. They said, here's our game, it's coming out same day. Here's my game, Randy Pitchford, Borderlands 4, it's coming out same day. I doubt a single person can look at this and legitimately say that this was a piss poor performance. This washes most of the presentations out of the water of the last 3 months total. With maybe the exception of the Xbox Developer Direct. Kino. Right, it's 10:17 a.m. I think I'm gonna nap for a little and do a little bit of house chores, and then I'll come back sometime around 2 to 1, because we now have one challenge left remaining inside of Merchants of Rosewall, and I want to finish that game before tomorrow, which is to say before 2 days, because on Friday is the drop of the 4th. I have to correct myself. I've been worried about multiple things coming out on the 4th. In truth, South of Midnight is dropping on the 8th. But I'm worried about the 4th, because the 4th is when all of the other updates of other things come out too, which basically gives me only 4 days in which to enjoy those updates before I, again, become a statue inside of Path of Exile 2, but more specifically when we start working on South of Midnight. Because you made it, you voted for it, you funded it. I haven't bought it yet. I'm waiting for it to officially come out on the Steam store. But when the 4th runs around, we will be doing non-stop hostage streams of South of Midnight for content. We'll still have our news in the morning, but once the news is over, it's going to be through all the way of that, playing through the entire thing. It's going to be great. And then, of course, all the other shit, as well as too. So, like, I get 4 days to do Monster Hunter Wilds Title Update 1 with Horror and the Funky Bunch inside of the Monster Hunter Wild server, because there are some people who are behind that need to catch up to the content. And then I also get the time to do Dawn of the Hunt, because that is dropping also on the 4th. As well as a bunch of other updates and a bunch of different other games like Marvel Rivals and such. And that's like all of the content of April, alongside us now getting to do Helldivers 2, which I'll have to go back and forth between that on those days. So it's like either South of Midnight early in the day, and then after I come back in the evening, Helldivers 2 in the evening after 6. Like, I have plenty of content to work on for the next 3 months total if I literally had nothing else to do. So I'm happy. Anyways, I'm going to go now and coom in my pants and be sad that I can't buy one on release. You guys have your fun. Have your day. Goodbye. I will see you in like an hour and a half. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.